After an unexpected pregnancy, Jimmy and Everly accidentally spark an alien invasion and must team up to save their town. The good. I think there's just some things that you need to consider, especially with this type of movie. This is truly an independent movie, with all the good and with all the bad. You'll see. The lack of resources are extremely prevalent when watching this. Now look, some of the claims of their last fully funded Kickstarter are actually true. Yes, this is funny. Yes, it is bootstrapped. Yes, you can really feel the independent hardship to get this thing across the line. And lastly, well, I've never seen this Blake Shelton, Jerome Flynn-like actor before in my life. Casey Clyde stole the show. It was weird because you look at him and you kind of like, it's almost like your perception of what he's going to be like is completely different to the way he's actually acting. He was f***ing hilarious. Probably the only one. Just gotta say. The bad. Now you have to also consider what was part of the good plays into the bad. Everyone and their mother can point out the lack of production that this movie has. It reminds me of the ugliness of Terrifier 3. They also they needed more time for the cinematography. Ugh. I get that the history of the filmmaking comes from like a YouTube background, but I mean the editing with all the swipes and the cartoony sound effects and things that I generally use in every one of these videos are just not acceptable on a movie scale, I think. Just an opinion. It got so bad that it felt like I was expecting an ad break for BetterHelp every 15 minutes. The CG really needed a whole team and a couple $1 million really to make this presentable. I think presentable is the only word that I can come up with. And one more thing. The entire guitar talent show bar scene can be cut immediately. Holy shit, that was terrible. I hated that. Oh boy. I mean, it should have been cut or burned or exploded overall. The biggest glaring issue is that it just does not hold a candle to what is acceptable in theaters currently. But that's where these movies live, right? This type of movie is independent. It has a very small budget. It probably was on the circuit for a long time. Distribution was difficult. It needed a savior. It needed a film production to be able to pick it up to kind of push it to its finale. In these type of cases, you have to look at it from two perspectives. One, there is the blockbuster, there is the theater movie, there is something that has a gigantic marketing budget or, kind of something that is an exposure or something that hypes it up even further. But when you don't have that, you have these other films, right? These are the ones that kind of, where Alien Country lives. It looks like it's a sci-fi type TV show, channel thing. But for all of its, mistakes, this is an indie movie. There's way worse out there. Way fucking worse. This movie really works well for like a group viewing, kind of like a mystery science theater type showing where you can laugh and you can have fun with someone else that engages within the actual story, within like the expectation of what you're actually getting. Or something you'd stumble upon the Sci-Fi channel at 2 a.m. It's either or. That's it.